Hello, this is Opinion Radar. If you've ever found yourself juggling HDMI cables every time you want to switch from gaming to streaming, or struggled with limited ports on your TV or monitor, you're not alone. Today, we're diving into a small but mighty solution that's been flying under the radar, the BENFEI HDMI Switch 4-in-1. Priced at just $14, it promises a smarter way to manage multiple devices without the hassle. Over the past few months, I've put it through the ringer in real-world use, juggling a PS5, work PC, streaming stick, and more, and it's reshaped how I think about home setup convenience. This isn't just about adding ports, it's about simplifying your digital life. In this review, I'll walk you through its smart features, real-world reliability, and whether it can handle the demands of modern entertainment and productivity setups, all without breaking the bank. Let's talk about clutter, specifically the kind that builds up behind your TV or monitor when you've got a PlayStation, a work laptop, a streaming stick, and maybe a Nintendo Switch all vying for one HDMI port. If that sounds familiar, the BENFEI HDMI Switch 4-in-1 is designed exactly for your pain point. I picked this up to clean up my entertainment center, and right out of the box, it delivered on its core promise, consolidating 4 HDMI sources into a single output. The build is compact, sleek, and unobtrusive, fits easily behind the TV or tucked beside a monitor. Setup was plug and play. Connect the 4 HDMI inputs from your devices, run the single output to your display, plug in the included USB power cable, and you're good to go. The fact that it supports up to 4K at 60 Hz and 2K at 144 Hz means it's not just convenient, it's capable of handling modern gaming and media demands without bottlenecking your setup. One of the standout features I genuinely didn't expect is the auto-switching functionality. It automatically detects which connected device is active and switches to it, no button press required. For example, when I power on my PS5 while my work PC is idle, the monitor instantly transitions to the console feed. This is a game changer if you're constantly toggling between devices. I have my Fire Stick, gaming rig, personal laptop, and Blu-ray player all connected, and the Switch handles the transitions smoothly. There's also a manual button on the side if you need to override the auto switch, say, when 2 devices are on but you want to watch something on the one the switch didn't detect first. That flexibility makes it feel smart, not just functional. Now let's address the elephant in the room, reliability. I've been using this switch daily for several months, and so far it's been solid. That said, I'll be honest, I've noticed it gets warm during extended use. It's not alarming, more like a warm laptop on your lap after a few hours, but it's worth noting that this thing does generate some heat, so don't bury it under cables or shove it into a tight, unventilated space. I've also seen mixed feedback on longevity. Some users report failure after a few months, while others, like the person I'm currently channeling right now, are still going strong past a year. I suspect power management might play a role. The unit needs consistent USB power to work, and not all USB ports provide power when your device is off. I learned the hard way that plugging it into a laptop that cuts USB power during sleep mode meant my switch wouldn't work when I turned on my monitor. Switching it to a powered USB hub or a TV's always-on USB port solved that. From a performance standpoint, I've tested everything from 4K HDR movies on Netflix to fast-paced gaming on my PS5, and I haven't noticed any degradation in video or audio quality. No flickering, no latency spikes, no weird color shifting. One thing that really impressed me was its resistance to interference. I've used cheaper switches in the past that would glitch out when I turned on kitchen appliances. Yes, really, but with the BenFei, I've flicked the stove on and off while watching a movie and not a single dropout. That kind of stability tells me there's decent internal circuitry at work here, possibly thanks to the adaptive equalization tech that helps maintain signal integrity over longer HDMI runs up to 10 meters. It's a small detail, but it makes a noticeable difference in real-world use. That said, it's not without quirks. On a couple of occasions, when my laptop boots up and shows a blank screen during login, the switch automatically defaults to that input, even though there's nothing to see. Annoying? A little. But it's fixable. I just tap a key to wake the display, then press the manual button on the switch to go back to what I was watching. It's a minor inconvenience, not a deal breaker. Another thing, the Switch doesn't have HDMI 2.1 features like eARC or VRR, so if you're building a high-end AV setup with advanced audio pass-through or variable refresh rate for gaming, this isn't the solution. But for the average user who just wants to simplify their connections without sacrificing quality, it's more than sufficient. Price-wise at $14, this sits firmly in the no-brainer category. I've paid more for HDMI cables that underperformed. You're getting a compact, intelligent switch that handles multiple devices, maintains solid signal quality, and offers both auto and manual switching. Is it perfect? No. And I wouldn't bet my home theater on it lasting a decade. But for the cost, it's an excellent value. I've recommended it to friends who run dual PC setups or have kids rotating between gaming and streaming, and every one of them has come back, saying it simplified their lives. The mixed feedback online is real. Some love it, some hate it, but in my experience, as long as you manage expectations and ensure stable power, it delivers on its core promises. So, who is this for? If you're someone with multiple HDMI devices and only one input on your display, this is a no-brainer. It's perfect for small apartments, minimalist setups, or anyone tired of crawling behind the TV to swap cables. Gamers, streamers, home office users, all can benefit. Just make sure you have a reliable USB power source, keep it ventilated, and don't expect flagship-grade resilience. But within those bounds, the BENFEI HDMI Switch 4 in one does exactly what it says, looks good doing it, and saves you from the daily hassle of input switching. For under $15, that's a win in my book. If you're ready to cut the cord chaos and streamline your setup, the BENFEI HDMI Switch is a smart first step. Don't stay stuck in input selection purgatory. Hit like if this saved you some cable frustration, and subscribe for more tech wins that keep your gear sharp, simple, and straight to the point.